most entrepreneurs that come from the world that I come from, of like if you went and got an MBA or like if you got a business degree somewhere, typically those entrepreneurs focus on product first, right? They focus on the product. They want, if it's a SaaS, if it's a software as a service business, they really want to make sure all the code works, all the flows work, that there's not broken code somewhere, error 404 pages, right? If it's an e-com business, it's typically because, they had a problem that they were sensitive to, right? That they had a skin issue and they built a cosmetic product that helps them solve an issue that they typically start with solving a problem that they had previously. And they get so focused on that they don't focus on the other aspect that's really necessary. It's like this whole idea of build it and they will come, this whole field of dreams idea, right? And all it takes is for you to make that mistake one time. I'm trying to figure out where my camera is. Make that mistake one time.
Right there, yeah.
To know that no matter how spectacular the product is, if there's no distribution for you to get the message out in a cost-effective way, then it won't matter because you cannot grow that business. And that's something that, in terms of the direct response marketing, the whole ClickFunnels world, again, it's not something that I am native to, but that's for me as an outsider who's seen it as kind of an appendage to what I typically do in a business setting. That's been the power that I've seen in it, is it really helps you build distribution channels from scratch in a cost-effective way where you're not losing money to acquire customers, right? How do you acquire customers profitably on the front end? That's something that most business guys don't know how to do, other than raise venture capital money and go out and burn it on Facebook ads, and you figure it out on a long enough lifetime value of a customer horizon, and you just play that math. But there's the other shortcut is to buy media assets that already have distribution of where your customers already are and get access to those channels. You can do joint ventures, or you can acquire it and run the playbook however you want to run it. And so it's a way that you can team up and pair with people that have great products and no distribution. And then there's this other side of the marketplace that has massive distribution and no real product to monetize outside of just, paid collaborations that you get $1,000 or $5,000 or $20,000, whatever the number is, to do a paid sponsorship. But that playbook tends to get old for people, and it tires out your audience and it detracts from the value.
Makes total sense. There's a mistake that entrepreneurs can make where they identify there's nothing wrong with having business be your art, but there can become a point where it becomes a stumbling block where you are not doing the activities to sell and scale faster, and you totally could, simply because you're like, man, you're so stuck on the art piece that you never look at the P&L. You're like, man, I'm not going to go do the fastest thing that could make me the fastest, so it's really changed a lot of how I look at different, ideas that I'll come up with. Cause instead of like the company that you and I bought, right now, instead of being like, hey, you're going to start making lots of content and we're going to go the personal brand route. We're going to grow this thing slowly, the grassroots up. There's nothing wrong with that. But now I look at it because of MediaAcquire. It's like, well, might as well also purchase an asset.
Yeah.
Let's do both. Nothing wrong with doing both. Let's accelerate time. What a great way.